You know what time it is when you see me. There are no refunds in a bear market.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money, bitch?
I kept on getting abuse after abuse after abuse for simply saying the truth. Some folks even called me a black clown. Who's laughing now? And I'm not even gonna close my short, ladies and gentlemen. I shorted at 97,000 US dollars, currently in profits. And we have broken the 50 SMA. Our next destination is none other than the 100 SMA. Now, we're not gonna do it all in one day. No. Crypto doesn't work like that. Bitcoin doesn't work like that. It will wear you out bit by bit by bit. And I kept on saying to you again and again and again, history is unfolding. It's repeating again and again. Many marketers, many of them were telling you, we're here, guys. Many of them kept on saying, no, we're actually over here. This is not about me. This is about you. But I know what I'm talking about. I called the very bottom of this, and I kept on saying week after week after week, we're playing the same thing that we're doing here. Now I'm going to zoom in and we're going to really dissect this. I don't like to do this, but I have to. For the algo, smash the like button, press that subscribe button. I have almost 80% of you that are not subscribed. I know you don't like me. I don't like most of you either, but we do share the same goals. So smash that like button, subscribe. This right here is this current bear market in 2026. This right here is the previous bear market in 2022. We've covered this numerous times. We first made a selling climax and it went all the way to 80,000 US dollars. In the previous bear market, it went to 32,000 US dollars. It bounced from here and touched this trend line multiple times, as you can see. However, in this cycle, we didn't end up hitting the upper trend line over here. But most importantly, we formed an upthrust. Similarly, in 2022, we formed an upthrust. We broke back in to this pattern, and most importantly, we broke this miniature trend line. Likewise, the same thing has happened again. We broke this miniature trend line, we kissed it as resistance, confirmed it as a bear market, and as a result came back down to this trend line right over here. Same thing happened. We kissed this trend line, confirmed it as resistance, headed back down into this diagonal trend line. We closed above this trend line numerous times, tapped it numerous times, just below the bull market support band. What do you notice here? We're below the bull market support line. We've kissed this trend line. We're going to hover around this trend line for a few more days and then finally break down, just like this cycle here. The next stage of the cycle is going to be a selling climax, just like we saw just over here. We broke down, hit a selling climax, went all the way to 23,000 US dollars, formed another bear flag. Some of you struggle with pattern recognition. This is exactly where we are, right over here. Denial. My investments are with great companies. They will come back, and they don't. We head into capitulation, then panic, anger, depression. That's where we're heading. In a bear market, no one is safe. Binance can't save you. Even if they try to convert funds, their safe funds of $1 billion into Bitcoin, they can't save you. When we see a recession, when we see markets drop, when we see actual pain in the markets, no one can save the cascading selling effect. More and more sellers will see this, and this is the first time ever Bitcoin has depegged the money supply. This is the M2 supply of Japan, Europe, US, China, South Korea, Australia, Canada, Brazil, and so on and so forth. More and more sellers will see this. What do you notice, ladies and gentlemen? Gold reserves have overtaken the dollar. And let's not forget, Tether, of course, the main money printer in this industry. And every time we have a pullback, well, you know what happened to Bitcoin. We had a pullback during this period. We had a bear market during this period, and Bitcoin went down 80%. This is our first red monthly candle. We had 1, 2, 3 massive red candles. Will this happen again? History often repeats. And one thing in history I can almost guarantee all of you is that we never learn from history. We never learn from the past. We keep thinking it's different this time. Even the poster child of Bitcoin has started to buy gold. If more and more Bitcoin or crypto holders keep seeing stuff like this, what do you think happens to Bitcoin? Listen to me and listen to me well. The news rarely moves the markets. I don't even live stream FOMC meetings anymore. There's a reason for that. GDP, highest growth in 2 years. Jobless claims trending downwards. Tariffs for EU have been cancelled, and Trump hints again at $2,000 stimulus packages. Riddle me this. Where are the 5-year cyclists? Where are the super cyclists? Where are they now? Tell me. The best ways to find the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, is someone has to be carried out. Someone must get carried out. This is the nature of Bitcoin, and it does this. Unfortunately, that's the nature of Bitcoin. Every bottoms were events. The next area that we have to head to, we must head to $68,000 US. This is Ethereum. It's doing the exact same thing as the previous cycle, with all the news, all the marketing, all the bullshit, the fluff, and it still does the exact same thing. There is nothing new in market. 2022, it made an upthrust, came back down, kissed this area, formed it as resistance, and there you have it. Same thing. The same thing in 2026. We kissed this area, rejected, came back down. We almost rejected this area, but we couldn't get high enough to 3,134. Then selling pressure continued. We are at this miniature trend line. The same thing applies right over here. See this miniature trend line? See this? It hit it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we finally broke down. The same thing applies, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going down yet. No. We go up first, stay there for a while, make everyone even more nervous, and then we finally break their spines. To conclude, ladies and gentlemen, we are right over here, and we're doing the same thing again right over here before the ultimate breakdown. Now buyers have to close above this area and try their best to bring higher prices. Many marketers are going to tell you this is for Bitcoin, Ethereum, every coin out there. They're going to scream it to the top of their lungs and tell you this is a double bottom, this is a textbook double bottom, and we're going to see a reversal now. We're heading to higher prices. I will fade them. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's silver. Trillions upon trillions upon trillions left the market cap. Trillions. The S&P 500 went down. Silver went down. Gold went down almost 12% today. So let's really dissect it and talk about it. Is this a buy the dip opportunity? Can we buy right now? Well, it has broken down past the money line. It's hit the golden support. These are good areas to nibble on some buys. However, on the grander scheme of things, us, ladies and gentlemen, are doing the same thing that we done between 2001 and 2011. We're doing the exact same thing. Now I'm going to zoom out. Pay attention now. Gold goes on a massive run for 2,200 days, give or take, and then goes sideways for a very long time. And again, we go up for 3,600 days. Then go sideways from here to here for a very long time. Gold can continue on a bull run until 2029. That's 2,000 days from the very breakout to here. Gold during the previous expansion period went sideways for 500 days. It went sideways again from here to here for around 422 days. We can simply just go sideways for 400 to 300 days, just like we've done in the previous cycle in 1972. Right over here, we went sideways for 1,000 days and then continued on higher. Gold, in my opinion, hasn't even peaked. But as for now, I believe we're going to go sideways for almost a year. This is the S&P 500, and I'm going to say this on this channel. This is the peak. We're not going to see higher prices for a very, very long time. Bitcoin is a leading indicator. Even Microsoft is a leading indicator. While the S&P 500 is slowly making higher highs, Microsoft is making lower lows. Same thing happened over here. Microsoft was going sideways for some time, while the S&P 500 actually continued to make higher highs, and then it broke down. These are all leading indicators to the health of the overall market. And finally, one of my favorite charts. This is Bitcoin divided by the entire crypto market. Ladies and gentlemen, we must head to this area. Nothing else matters except 0.27. This has been in a bear market for 5 years. The next time we break out, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be in 2028. If you've been waiting and not even pivoted to anything, just only crypto, well, you might be waiting for a very, very long time. This is the lost decade. Before I end, ladies and gentlemen, I want to end on a good note. I want to end on a positive note. Bear markets are the most liberating thing you can ever find yourselves in your life. They eliminate all the fluff, all the bullshit, all the marketing, all of it. And you find yourself real value. You buy at some of the most cheapest prices you can ever find yourselves. The bigger, the more traumatic the bear market, the best value you can find. I promise you, I've been in a bear market multiple times. And guys, that was one of my favorite periods of my life. You're going to find dirt cheap prices. I'm talking about stupid cheap. If you have the balls and the courage and the belief, that's where you really get rich.